Alright. Welcome back to more GT4. Off screen, I just did a little bit more A-Spec farming. Got some Lotuses. And last time we did all of the Japanese dealership races and the few American ones that there were to do. So now we'll be going to the UK, which I don't think there's actually that many in the UK. But I do remember there's one for this. So let's just hop in. This won't take long at all. Oh, I have to actually... Okay, I have to actually use, I have to actually use sports tires for this. Oh well. I also did a little more, Costa di Amalfi. Hey, Gabriel. Good to see you here today. And you missed absolutely nothing. Yeah, I suck at timing when to brake there. God damn. I need to learn to brake better. Just in general. I don't know if I bought brakes for this car. I don't think I did. Hey, Blue Hedgehog Man. Good to see you here this morning. So we are, of course, just going to cut through the middle. No reason not to. Everyone knows I am not exactly an honorable racer. I mean, I won't do all shortcuts, but that one's just too good. Was my new video schedule? Shit, I looked away. Video schedule. Wednesday will be Dead Space. Friday will be Banjo. Monday will be resuming Night of Doom. And then streams Tuesday and Thursday. Possibly more if I get into the mode of trying to finish this game off. Because we are approaching that point. Yep. Friday will be, yeah, when I start Banjo-Kazooie. Well, by start, I mean upload the first of that playthrough. Too bad here I can't deploy an acid slick with R1. I think that was the button for acid slick in 007 Everything or Nothing. Will I do 100% on all the secret eggs? I'll have to look up how to do all that, but yeah. There's actually an achievement that says true gamers get 100% or something like that. So yeah, I'll go for that. Same with Golden Glee Gamer 1. Yeah, but I do have other walkthroughs as well. I could just type into YouTube. Or watch a speed run. Iron Mario 64. I assume that's just one life, and if you die, game over. And Iron Mans are definitely nothing new to Mario hacks. Banjo Games himself. Yeah, he did a few of them. He did Banjo-Tooie on emulator a long time ago. He did Banjo-Kazooie. He canceled Nuts and Bolts, I think, a long time ago. Play 74 Extreme Edition than Iron Mario. If you're gonna, not that you'll probably play that either, but if you do, please play a version with an updated version, one with a camera that doesn't suck. Speaking of cameras that suck, I still need to look up where the last star is in Bowser's Old Domain in Night of Doom. Unless it is just in the area where the hidden numbers are. Let's circle break that. What exactly is Iron Mario 64? Is it just one life? In that area, I only have one star. Okay. I'm at alcove near the heave-ho in that platforming section. Not the one where you lava bounce, correct? Because I remember I got that one. One life. Okay, so yeah, it's an Iron Man of Mario 64. Okay. Oh, get hit once and it's game over. Yikes. Oh, so it's a almost Uber challenge. One life. So, does fall damage also count as a game over, or can you take fall damage for the exit of the toxic section? Okay. I do remember the Frankersy Thwomp area. That I definitely need to do yet. And how about damage from the Toxic Maze and Hazy Maze Cave. Does that also count, or is that an exception? Can't even get into the freezing pond. Oh, yikes. Well, good thing for me, I don't have to do that. Luckily, the game never actually requires that, since you can do the triple jump from that one area and slide over to the shell. And the star. Well, if you instantly die there, then that star is unobtainable. Swimming damage would have to be an exception, though, because unless the hack forces you to SBLJ behind Dire Docks' loading zone, and if that's the case, fuck that. That's a terrible trick to try and pull off. I will mention for this game, I've tried getting a little bit trying to get 200 points in the Grand Valley Endurance with my trusty Mercedes friend, and it's just that car is just too slow. Well, no, it's not even that it's slow. It's just it's too sluggish and heavy for 200 points in that event, since the touring cars are just way too good. And the pickup truck is way too slow. It can maneuver a little bit, but it's too slow. Also, you can't switch from economy tires to racing tires for whatever reason mid-race. You can only go up to Sports Soft, which sucks. You really want racing tires against touring cars, if possible. Even if they're super hard. F1 spins the fuck off in Laguna Seca. I saw that in the video of Gaming Definition doing the event with the Toyota, the GT1. I've also seen that in, I think it was Nürburgring that can happen. Almost all the laps somebody spins in the straight after the corkscrew. Yeah, that one nearly 90-degree turn. Well, actually, it's called the corkscrew. Technically, it's called the Andretti hairpin. Come on. All right, 8 points per lap. Or per race. Well, that's it for the Aston Martin tournament. We're guaranteed to hit 75% completion today. Don't you unlock the Sauber for that? I think, Gabriel, you said that the reward is a Sauber. Aston Martin vanquishes the car 007 probably uses a Die Another Day. I think it is. It is the vehicle he uses in New Orleans for Everything or Nothing. Yes, the Shadowbones 14 if he'd be willing to play GT3. I think he should, even though there is some repetition there, for sure. Okay, so there's the Lotus. There was nothing in Jaguar, right? Okay. The other version you won the F1. Okay. Okay, so the Lotus. Okay, so let's use this. This is the best of the Lotus Elise vehicles. At least out of the ones I can purchase. And I'm not going for 200 points. Me going for those 200 points definitely, like, it completely killed my win-loss ratio. Like, when if you go for that, every time you exit out of a race, when it says 199 out of 200 points, for example, that counts as a loss. And then that's not counting how many times Bob has fucked over winning a race because he's an idiot. That's not counting me failing to win races at 200 points. Yeah. And I didn't upgrade this because I was thinking of using this for this vehicle for the Spider and Roadster event to try and get 200 points. And this car is too good for that. And before anyone might say, "Oh, use something worse like the midget," I have to be able to win the race, whatever it is, so using a midget is not exactly good for winning anything. Though I did win the midget dealership event, the one race. I won that off screen with the maximum of 152 out of 200 points. That's one of those that you literally cannot get 200 points, no matter how hard you try. So, if anyone would be interested, I would be willing to record doing that and posting it on the channel. Entire stream, plan to go live. Oh, with whatever it was you were doing the other day. I actually forget. Zelda. If you have time left, you'll do MM in Japanese. Oh, and by the way, real quick, for if you are a point hunter in this game, I will mention that only the front tires count for the calculation of how many points you're going to win if you win a race. So you could slap economy tires on the front and road tires on the back, and the game says that's good. Alright, that's one race down. I recommend you get the 60 straight fairies in the intended order. What, you mean Woodfall Temple's fairies first, etc.? Or do you mean each temple's fairies in each one's respective order? I would recommend you do the fairies while you're at each temple. I.e., don't backtrack for that. Oh. No, I would say do the fairies in the intended order. Or, I mean, while you're at each temple. Although, I'm sure you already are aware of this. If you're going in reverse order, you'll have to deal with, was it Gomez? The mini-boss in the Spirit Temple first? I said Spirit Temple. Stone Tower Temple. That, I remember that pissed you off quite badly the last time you played that. When you were doing your co-op. Along with the admittedly very obnoxious thing where you had to line the sunlight with the mirror shield with the pose getting in your way. Last 3 races in F1. Yeah, I know. Skip. Oh, you skipped Nürburgring in the tournament. Ooh. As long as you have enough points. Gold dust might be your 6th and final bottle. Remind me, what was the gold dust? Like, what quest was that a part of? Like, I know I 100%ed Majora's when I did the LP. I forget some of the quests. Second point, CPU points a lot lower. You have 110 points. Right, the Goron racetrack. Need to give up your Kokiri sword in day 1 for the first upgrade, and then the Razor sword and Gold Dust in day 2. Okay, that's what it was. Do you have interest in doing Iron Mario? Just for a fun stream? I'd have to practice the original game. I'd have to practice various strategies. But I am kind of curious to see how far I could go in it. Although a lot of the strats I do involve taking fall damage. I would honestly be more interested in streaming Chaos Edition. Just to see what goofy shit happens in Chaos Edition. One more race and then we'll win the tournament. Now, I know this was... I mentioned this, I think it was 2 streams ago, Blue Hedgehog Man. Yeah, it was 2 streams ago. I brought up the idea of you doing the first 3 Resident Evils if you were going to do PlayStation 1 games. I'm a little curious. Why don't you like the Resident Evil / Biohazard series? I'm not judging or anything. I'm just curious. Or does it just not appeal to you? Franchise that just doesn't. Okay, it's just one that doesn't have appeal to you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I do remember you saying you didn't particularly care for Star Wars. Since I brought up Star Wars Racer. The only one I would recommend for a non-Star Wars fan, well, other than Shadows of the Empire, is in fact Racer. Like, I remember the other people you were playing with in your stream outright said, yeah, I'm not a fan of Star Wars either, but that game is really fun. Only the PC version of Shadows of the Empire is voice acting. Yeah, you mentioned that before. And yeah, it probably is due to lack of cartridge space. I've also mentioned before how a lot of multi-platform games from that era that if they were on N64, the voice acting was replaced by text boxes, basically, and still images. And since we're on this topic, I gotta bring this up again. Not Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 on N64 had full motion video, even though the video and the cutscenes, the non-FMV cutscenes, the audio is like 144p or maybe 240p. But no, it sounds more like 144p quality. So it's not good quality, but it's there. They crammed two PS1 scenarios, or two PS2 disc scenarios into one cartridge with an option to change blood color and a randomizer, That's fucking impressive. I don't care. I don't care what you think about anything. That's really impressive. They were able to do that with one cartridge. Although, I think all the key items are in the same locations in the randomizer. Version of Chaos would I be playing OG or 3.0? 3.0 has a lot of random shit. Possibly 3.0. Actually, probably 3.0 to be honest. And that was the only Resi that was ever ported to any Nintendo game up until I want to say Gaiden on the Game Boy. It was either that or RE1 remake on GameCube back in 2002. And then Zero came out on GameCube at the end of '02. Oh, I see we have some drop frames. Oh well, hopefully that doesn't continue. Alright, this is the 71, right? Type 72. I've seen this car recommended for use on a couple races for 200 points. But, yeah, obviously I'm not doing that. Okay, so what country was it? UK. Lotus Europa Special, here it is. Okay, so I can use this for the one tournament. I don't even remember where / when I won this thing. Never played RE2 on emulator. Bad one to emulate. No, I never tried that. Like, I'm not sure how... Even though there are tank controls, I'm not sure how good tank controls would, translate to keyboard. Although there are plenty of people who play RE3 on PC with keyboard controls. Like OG, of course. Although I believe that Orklon, who at least had world record for 3 make, plays on keyboard too. On Inferno difficulty. Alright, so if I had to make a guess, if I was point hunting, I would probably use this car with no upgrades and economy tires. Although maybe... No, actually, the Eland's pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely access Icana Canyon before trying Anju Kefi Quest. Don't be like me and like get halfway through the quest and then realize, oh fuck, I need to go there. I can't get there yet. I do remember I spent like an entire segment on that early on in my LP. And that there is why I don't use the circle brake to drift, because the car takes a minute to down gear if you do that. Activate the owl statue, then you can go for the couple's mask. Yeah. As long as you protect one milk bottle from the Gorman brothers, Clocktown delivery is a success. Yeah, I remember that one. For some reason, my mind immediately went to the protect the alchemist from the they're not yetis. I forget what they're called, but the big dudes with the pickaxes in Fractured Hills in Spyro 2. Which I love Fractured Hills. It's the best level in the game. Getting the massive sense very late in the run. Yeah. You mentioned that last time this was discussed. You'll also have the what's the sword called? The fairy sword? The one you get for rescuing all the fairies in Stone Tower. I think it's called the fairy sword, possibly Great Fairy Sword. But it's basically the Bigoron sword, just remodeled. Great Fairy Sword, okay. Get into the thing. Hello, random 70,512. Which car am I driving? The Lotus Europa Special 71. It's one of only 2 cars I'm allowed to use in this dealership. I'm doing the Lotus dealership event. I'll just do third person a little bit. Accordingly, Secret Shrine requires a minimum of 16. You'd have to get at least one of the 4 heart containers from bosses. Yeah. Unless you, for whatever reason, decide to not do that and go to the moon. But that would be really stupid and counterintuitive. Also, I think in order to get all the heart pieces from the moon, you might need all 20 masks anyway. Best just to get one of the heart containers. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say get the one from Twin Mold. Since A, you'll be doing it first, and B, like, I never personally liked using the Giant's Mask in that fight. I always preferred just standing in the center and manually killing them with arrows. I.e. manually aiming. Oh, you don't need all 20 masks. You just need it for the Fierce Deity mask. Oh, okay. My bad then. I fucked up at the end of that, obviously, but oh well. Stupid to leave behind the 4 heart containers, including the moon, just to get all 4 of them last. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it definitely would be. I still love that you can use nitrous and it doesn't affect your point total. The only thing in race that affects your win total is if you go into B spec. If you go into B spec mode at all, you don't get anything. Alright. That's what, race 4? Yep. Oh, Apricot Hill again. Ooh, I hit the brakes too late there, I think. That was a terrible line. What the hell? Alright. That's the Lotus event done. I do not remember what's next. Also, we gotta be getting pretty close to 75%. I do know that there's enough dealership events in the European countries that I'm definitely not finishing the dealership events this stream. Okay, there's the Lotus Elan. Let's see what's next. Okay, so just the MG. Okay, so like one more race will get me 75. MG. Okay, so these are just, this is gonna be really easy and fast. So I'm thinking after one or two races, we'll unlock the Sauber. I do wish you could get another one. Also, I didn't buy nitrous. Huh. Fun. Yeah, it might have been better for me to go down to first gear. Wait, I did 2 races and didn't... Huh. So I guess championship races count towards percentage a lot more than single races do? I guess? I'm not sure. I thought for sure I'd be unlocking the salver. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. Oh, this course again. The AI just sort of pushes the dude out of the way. Come on. Come on. Alright, and Grand Valley. Hey, that's MGF, or Oh, I guess it's not MGF, it's MG. But yeah, that's the MG dealership done. Alright. And I guess that either doesn't count towards my win percentage, or I mean career completion much, or not at all. But hello? Wait, do I not get a reward now? What the fuck? I did get 75%. What? Was overrated and underrated PS2 game? I'd have to think about it. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't win anything at 75% completion. Alright, well, I got that. This thing I feel I may have upgraded to get 200 points in the FF tournament? I'm not actually sure. I definitely upgraded it quite a bit. More than I would for these dealership races. Also, what tires do I have equipped on this? Okay, racing medium. Okay, that's fine. I was kind of tempted to try 200 points here, but eh. I did that enough. Welcome, Gravestone, to the chat. Good to see you here today. Played a little bit of GT4 for the Celine before heading back to GT3. How'd that go for you? I assume it wasn't too bad, because you can only use that one vehicle, and it's not a particularly hard race. $150. Come on. Races when you have to restart by shutting off console. How much distance the opponents are from you? In the Celine tournament? Yeah. I always just got full upgrades. I don't know if you did that or not. Unless you're, like, point hunting. here. Yeah, turn, 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 turn. She also messed up when turning. 34, change to 20 when change tires on the second to last race. Ah. I'm assuming you were using racing hard, perhaps? Or super hard? If you weren't using racing tires, though, that would definitely be a problem. Sports hard and medium. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that would explain why you have some difficulty. For most dealership races, you definitely want to have racing tires. Even racing super hard would be actually better than sports tires. And then for the Opel, I know I've brought this up a time or two, but whenever you do the Opel Speedster event, you'll absolutely require racing tires, soft, and full upgrades. Even then, you still get 200 points. That is definitely the hardest dealership race to win in the game. Yeah, I remember the prize was the Nike one. I sold that. I sold mine. You can't even use that in races, I don't think. You can use it in arcade, but not in any of the actual races. I just sold both of mine once I learned that you can just get it as a repeat prize. That and, well, I have enough cars in my garage as it is. Like, I definitely don't need more. Although, if this game does have a garage limit, like, Gran Turismo 3 has a limit of 200 cars. If this game has a 200 car limit, I'm very quickly approaching it. Which means I have to sell, like, basically everything that I can't, or that I can win again. Defeated advanced difficulty of World Tournament Dragon Ball Z Badukoi 1. I have never played any of those games. I have seen someone play Legacy of Goku, which is apparently really bad. But I'll admit, I don't know a whole lot about Dragon Ball myself. Other than a few minor things about it. Alright, one more race to go. I don't know how the hell I spent an hour 40 on this game already. Ah, it's New York. Get ready to drive. I have to say, getting 200 points in this track in the MR tournament was a nightmare for me. Because, like, for that one, you have to roll some NSX vehicles as your opponents, and those are fast as fuck. You also want to be in a rather poor performance vehicle, but you also need top speed. And you also need to be able to turn a little bit in the 90-degree turn sections. That might sound easy, but it really isn't. The other races are okay. Just, you have a severe... It's mostly that you don't turn enough. Unless you can equip road tires. Or not road tires, but at least comfort tires on the front. And go against the NSXs. If you're not against the NSXs, you can't even get 200 points. Is Lone Wolf and Cub. Kira. Double Man Soul Eater. Ones that aren't insanely well known. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of... I don't think I know any of those. Alright, and that's it for the Mini Cooper tournament. Mini Marcos GT70. That looks... Oh, fuck, this car. This car got in my way so goddamn much in the 1,000 miles event. Alright, so TVR tournament. Blackpool Racers. Let's hop in the... I think I got the speed 8 or... I forget what I got, but I know I got a super high-end vehicle for this. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Mini Marcos GT. Is this not a mini vehicle? Oh, it's Mini Marcos. Okay, totally different. Anyway. UK. TVR. Speed 12. Have I ever heard... Have I ever listened to Guar? I haven't listened to Guar in forever. But yes, I have. Okay, so this is a bit longer. Oh, is this Super Speedway? No, it isn't. A Super Speedway's twin ring Motegi. Whoa, this car seems to be a bit of a drifter. Unless I don't have good tires on this thing. Come on, brake. Go. Oh, that was way too late. That was way, 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 way too late. Rip. Ah, come on. Alright, and I think we're about to lap somebody. Come on, turn, turn. Actually, I might be lapping everyone. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, give me one moment. Okay. Let's see how many guys I lap, though, before I play the sound clip. Come on. Oh, I lapped them all. Excellent.
Call yourself a car? You're a disgrace to the road. Find yourself a scrapyard.
There we go. There's my message to all those assholes. Given I lapped every single one of them. Oh, and let me mute desktop audio now. There we go. Ah. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. Also, I did not pay attention to what my tire wear was at the end of the previous race. But if it wasn't in orange or red, it's fine. Whoops, I thought I could maybe do that without hitting the brakes, but obviously that was a really shitty idea. I think I'm trying to play with one hand there as my ear's getting itchy. Alright, I'm curious how many more events we have in England after we do this. I can't think we have that many more. And I'll check after I do both Fuji and Paris. And if I do all of... If it's not that many more, I'll just go a little longer than expected and finish off the UK today. Probably Triumph is the last dealership event. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the last one I'm doing. Fuji Speedway. I didn't even look at what variation this is. If it's 2005, then this is going to be long. $2005. Okay, this is going to be long. Oh, Gabriel. The F1 tournament. I know you said the last race, one of the last races was Fuji. Is it this version of Fuji, or is it one with the chicane that you can cut through? I think it's this one in the F1 tournament. F1. Think about doing 3 laps per stream. I assume you mean 3 races per stream. And yeah, I'll do 3 races. Cause like that's a nice round number. 15 divided by 3 equals 5, obviously, and be a nice 5-part championship event. And it is this one. Okay. I thought. Yikes. Oh shit. I hit the brakes way too late. Oh yikes, come on. Get back into the gravel. I lost at least 10 seconds there. Twin ring. Yeah, twin ring is, well, though, like, that video I sent you of, gaming definition beating the F1 tournament with the Toyota. I mean, he was tuned for Soul, not Twin Ring, but he did find that one the hardest race in the event. I think he won that one by a matter of like 10 seconds or something. I'd have to watch his vid again. But yeah, he did not win it by very much. Yeah, I don't know this track. I don't know this variation of the track anywhere near as well as I know the other ones. So that's why I'm hitting the brakes ultra early there. See, because like I can use the other ones, I can use the little visual indicators on the left for how many meters I have. And then I can brake accordingly. This doesn't seem to have that. Don't have skips on Motegi. No, you don't. And sand on most of the track. Yeah, that is correct. I know that one's the full course. Well, I won that race. And what do I win? Another one of these. And let Bob do the rest of the race. What, in the F1 tournament? Oh, hell no. I'm not letting him touch the wheel. That's just asking to lose the race. Actually, wait, is this it? Hold on. Okay, so nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. It's just one more, and it's the Triumph. Alright. Cool. I'm cool with finishing with this. Yeah, we're very quickly wrapping up the dealership events. I might have to look into why I didn't get anything at 75% completion. Because I could have sworn you did. Let's see. And then, before I start this, I want to see how many more dealership races I have to do. Because I know I got all the cars I need for, or that I plan to use anyway, for the dealerships. Volvo. And then next week, like, we'll probably finish the dealership races Thursday, and then probably start the endurance races next week. But we still got a little bit of time in the stream. Okay, so that's 2. Four. Five. Five. 6, 7. Six, 7. Okay, 7 just in Germany. Eight. 9. 10. 10. 10. 11. 12. 'Looks like 12. Okay, 12. That might mean a 4 or 4.5 hour stream on Thursday, but I'll do it if it means getting rid of all the dealership events. Let's see. First off, I need to check my upgrades, make sure I at least have good tires and the nitrous. Not have nitrous. Gotta get that on there. You know what? Fuck the weight reduction. We don't need that, I don't think. As long as we got some, yep, racing tires. And since this is the only vehicle we can use, obviously, we're going to use it. I could try lowering my performance and see if I get 200 here on stream, but nah, I would, if I'm going to do that, I'd rather just record the segments, like record the races / championships. Okay. Obviously, I should have bought transmission and speed upgrade for this. But, oh well. Well, when I say speed upgrade, I mean tune the gears better. Oh yeah, this game has a fuckload of dealership events. You can't say the game doesn't keep you busy. Like, for 100%, you definitely are kept very busy. Okay, I was gonna say, how far down do I need to go for Gear 2? My goodness. Okay. Which one is west? Oh, okay, it's this one. Alright, let's bash these dudes out of the way. I am kind of curious. 206 Cup has a hard dealership. I already bought the car. I bought every car that Well, I bought a vehicle for every event. Whether it's going to be the one I use is not certain, but I did buy a car for it. Anyway, I'm curious what the highest point count anyone ever got on this game was. I know TPL got like 56,000 by the end of his playthrough. Although he didn't grind out points entirely, but he also didn't do what I did, which was full upgrade shit and just crush everything either. You have a bunch of points, maybe because you completed Mission 34 a bunch of times. No, that's not why. That is not why. You only get the point bonus for missions once. After that, you don't get anything for... You don't get any more points for completing missions after the first time. On turn. Okay. Made it. Get out of my way. Okay. That was a complete waste, but I was curious. Because I forgot how slow I had to go into gear 2. And now it's just Soul. Just Soul. That is quite a sound. Okay. Okay. And all right, that's it. So I'll have a look at the 206 cup off screen with whatever 206 I have. We will start with that one next time, I think. And if all goes well, unless there's any really long and or hard tournaments in the remaining dealerships. Also nice, I just won the same vehicle I needed to win. The same vehicle I needed to even do this tournament in the first place. It's a little bit pointless. But if all goes well, I'll finish off the remaining 12 dealership events this Thursday. If there are long ones, I'll just do a special thing on Friday as well. So I forget which what was the make of the 206? Was it Peugeot? Yeah. But I'll look at it off screen, see if this car here is winnable with that. If it is, I'll just use it. So, hey, that's all I plan to do today. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Farewell.